Why most companies still can't prove AI ROI. Most companies can tell you what they spent on AI. Far fewer can prove the return on investment. The reason usually is not that the technology failed, it is that the company never defined success before the project began. They tracked licenses, logins, prompts, and hours saved. Useful numbers, but not a business return. I'm Newlands. I run Open Future Forum, where I bring CEOs, finance leaders, technology leaders, and investors together to work through decisions exactly like this. Most companies begin with the question, which AI tool should we buy? They should begin with, which expensive, slow, or error-prone workflow are we trying to change? If that is not clear at the beginning, proving a return at the end becomes almost impossible. The first problem is that there is no baseline. A company launches an AI tool and says productivity improved. Compared with what? How long did the work take before? What did it cost? How many errors were made? If you never measured the old process, you cannot prove the new process is better. The second problem is that pilot economics can be misleading. A small group of enthusiastic employees tests the tool. The vendor provides extra support. Integration is light. Then the pilot moves into production, and the costs that were missing from the original calculation begin to appear. Data preparation, security reviews, integration, training, maintenance, human oversight. A successful demonstration proves that the technology can work. It does not prove that the investment works. The third problem is that companies confuse time saved with value created. Suppose an AI system reduces invoice review from 12 minutes to 4. That sounds impressive. But what happened to the 8 minutes? Did the team process more invoices? Did the company close its books faster? Did it catch more errors? Did it avoid an additional hire? If the saved time is not converted into a measurable result, the company has created capacity. It has not necessarily created a financial return. Then there is the ownership problem. The technology team can deploy the system. The finance team can test the economics, but neither can manufacture the business outcome. The leader who owns the workflow must also own the result. For customer service, that could mean resolution time, customer satisfaction, and cost per case. For finance, it could mean days to close, forecast accuracy, or cost per transaction. The metric must belong to the business, not to the software. So before approving an AI project, define 6 things. 1 workflow, 1 baseline, 1 measurable result, the full cost, 1 accountable owner, and 1 date when the company will decide whether to scale it, change it, or stop it. That last part matters. Companies often decide what success will look like. Far fewer decide what evidence would make them stop. Without a stopping rule, pilots become permanent experiments. The finance leader should ask, what result are we buying? The business owner should ask, what will actually change if this works? And the executive team should ask, what evidence would prove that it did not? Most companies do not have an AI measurement problem. They have a decision discipline problem. They buy the technology, launch the pilot, and postpone the hard questions until the end. Do the opposite. Define the result first. Measure the old process. Count the full cost. Name the owner. Set the decision date. If you cannot do those things, you do not yet have an AI investment. You have a belief. Can you name the baseline, the owner, and the measurable result for your company's biggest AI project?